like a star. Like at a certain point, I started feeling like light was coming out of my eyes when I had them open and out of my ears and shit. And they said like it's dark, be quiet. People have their own personal experiences. Don't disrupt it.
Yeah.
So I felt like I was fucking people's worlds up.
Oh,
So I was
really?
like looking around. I was like, damn it, I'm fucking ruined. I got like a goddamn Surefire light just blasting people that are trying to have this experience.
And we are not sponsored by Surefire.
Fact.
That's how bright those are.
Those lights are tight though. So I closed my eyes trying to stop it, and then there's just an impossibly bright beam of light comes fucking firing out of my forehead, and I was like, God damn it! And I felt like what I can only describe as like a star on the verge of supernova, and the reason I didn't want to explode is because I didn't think it was fair to just kill everybody in the room. Because it's not fair. And then I thought about it for like a fraction of a second, and I was like, yeah, that's me clinging to that like weird tether that I have to this being.
Right.
Like, I came here to die.
Right.
Fucking boom, let it ride. So at that point is when I went to like that place where it's just like less and less and less and less and less. And I figured out that the infinite within the infinitesimal, the macro embodied by the micro.
Yeah.
And it just came, it was overwhelmingly prevalent. Like it just kept redisplaying itself in different forms and facets. And it was such a potent expression that I legitimately couldn't ignore it. It overshadowed the actual experience of dying.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep.
Yeah. It was wild. And I didn't understand. I thought that the entity of ayahuasca was a manifestation or some subconscious, whatever, like the anima. But it wasn't. It was there to demonstrate a principle that needed to be demonstrated for one reason or the other. And, then at a certain point, I felt like a tree that started growing out of the earth and grew so high that it was impossible to see how high it was, like into the cosmos. And I started to look down, and I could see ayahuasca with its roots in the physical realm doing its work, like its purpose, but not part of it. It's part of a different existence,
right?
But it has its roots and its purpose tied to the physical world.
Right.
It does it to work for living creatures like the forest and the people, or whatever. And then when I look outward, I see like the angel's web, like this gray spider web-esque design with every junction or point of connection being those like brilliant jewels and beads, and when you try to focus on them, they become like galaxies and planets and sources of light, just insane shit. And then it drug me through this insect kingdom. It drug me through cellular structure. At one point, like legitimately, me and Doug, like,
was it the third night that we?
Yeah, the third night when we
communicated?
through that microtubule. Yeah, we'll get to that.
Oh God! All right, so let's transition to that.
The second night was fucking absurd.
That's fucking awesome.
That was the most life-changing experience I had to that, to current date.
Up to that point.
Yeah.
Okay,
and
so
when I shared it the next day, I was like, got it.
That's important to fucking point out to people who have had some drug experiences and things like that, because you've had a lot of drug experiences. I mean, you've been around the block probably more than most of the listeners are listening to this podcast. And you're saying, of all the experiences that you've had up to that moment.
Not even just drugs, of all of them.
Of all of them. Of all the experiences that you've had, that was the most profound and the most life-changing on that second night up to that point in your life.
Cumulative life experience, 55 other countries. I don't even want to go into it legitimately. Most life-altering, perspective-altering, paradigm-shifting experience I've legitimately ever even been able to conceive in my mind.
So all the days that you've experienced in SEAL teams and all the things that you've experienced during your lifetime were pale in comparison to that night's moments.
Yeah.
That's fucking substantial.
Yeah, bar none. It's not even like, there's not even like a contemplation of it. It was definitively the most pivotal experience in my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's fucking awesome.
It's outrageous.